Life is often about timing and recognizing opportunities when they present themselves. After finishing our interview with Jane and Margaret of the Boothbay Community Center, we met a woman in a wheelchair that was looking to cross an item off her bucket list. She wanted someone to give her a ride on a motorcycle and was even willing to put an ad in the newspaper to find one. She asked us for a ride and we happily agreed. She lifted herself out of her wheelchair and into the sidecar. Stella climbed on behind me and off we went. She directed us to a scenic cove on the coast with a stunning view of the ocean. She talked a little of the history of the area, how artists came there and then vacationers soon followed because of the spectacular scenery.
It was a Bohemian artist colony, started in the 1890s.
We recorded the ride, but she asked us not to post her image, so we respect her request. It was a great ride and we were grateful for the opportunity to meet her. The following day we visited the Pemaquid Lighthouse with a friend we were staying with. So this is us in Pemaquid, Maine?
In our second lighthouse, second of many to come. This is beautiful.
So we've made it up to Maine and we're heading around New England right now. The day couldn't have been clearer and we had lunch right there under the shadow of some pine trees. On the way back we had the great fortune to catch the only manual swing bridge left in Maine in operation. While the locals waited impatiently in their cars, we got out to catch the bridge in action. The bridge is operated by a single person cranking the bridge open and closed by inserting a bar into the mechanism and rotating the gears. As you can see, once it's moving, the momentum keeps it turning. We had a great time in Maine. It was good to us. Meeting Jane and Margaret showed us just how a few caring people can create a positive impact on their whole community. We also met a woman who was not limited by her physical condition, and we shared a wonderful ride along the coast. Had we more time, we might have traveled further to the northernmost part of Maine, but we had a schedule and needed to be in New Hampshire later that day. We left Boothbay Harbor with smiles on our faces and warmth in our hearts, as we reflected on the amazing experience we had here in Maine. Passing through Wiscasset, we can't vouch for Red's, although it certainly seems popular. But here on the left, Treats has soup sandwiches and tasty baked goods. Continuing south on Route 1, we took Route 196 to 95 south. But once we turned onto Route 302 west, we rode through the countryside and by Sebago Lake. We stopped in Naples, Maine to rest and have lunch overlooking Long Lake before continuing west to New Hampshire and the next stage of our journey.